Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King Jr. is one of the heroes of modern America. King was the most important person in the American civil rights movement. He believed deeply in justice and equality, and in nonviolence. He was born in Atlanta, the capital of Georgia, on January 15, 1929. In those days, parts of the southern USA were segregated. For example, there were schools for white children and different schools for black children. This meant that black children and white children could not go to the same school together. King was strongly influenced by his Christian parents, and later by the ideas of Mahatma Gandhi. He began to be seen as a leader in 1955. One day, a black lady was thrown off a bus in the city of Montgomery, because she sat in a seat for whites. In protest, all the city's black people stopped using the buses. It was a major moment in the fight for civil rights in the USA. King became the leader of the bus boycott. The bus boycott was successful, and the bus company stopped having segregated seats. America's civil rights movement had started, and nobody could stop it. In 1958, King had his first meeting with a U.S. president, talking with President Eisenhower in the White House. King was a very good public speaker, and soon became the clear leader of the whole civil rights movement. He was one of the leaders of the Big March for Jobs and Freedom in Washington in 1963. It was here that he gave his famous, "I Have a Dream" speech. He was a hero for black Americans, and for many white Americans too, but some other white Americans hated him. He was sent to prison, and threatened. Yet King always stayed calm and determined. Before long, he became so important that even President Kennedy wanted to listen to him. Finally, in 1964, the American Civil Rights Act was passed. 4 years later, Martin Luther King was killed by a gunman in Memphis, Tennessee. But by then he had already helped to change the USA forever. Today King is a national hero. Each year in the USA the third Monday in January is now called Martin Luther King Day, and is a public holiday.